Hey guys, let's jump in right away. I'm Scarlett from Miss Money, and today we're talking about NIO and why right now is the best time to get in and invest. This EV vehicle stock is one of the hottest and can make you really rich. Today we're covering exactly why NIO's earnings are a big deal and why I think it's going to double in value. After my explanation, you're going to understand exactly what to do with this stock. Make sure to stick around for the whole video as I'll explain exactly what's the latest in news. You won't want to miss it. And if you could do me a big favor, please like and subscribe to the channel with push notifications turned on. It would mean so much to me. It's easy to do, and I'm growing the channel to provide more videos for all of you. Let's get successful together. Let's hit it. I'm extremely bullish on EV stocks because the world is going green. Oil is going to die. Trust me. NIO has me super pumped because logically, this is the only EV stock that has an advantage over all other EV stocks because of its swappable battery technology. NIO is going to give Tesla a run for its money, and you'd be crazy not to get in despite the recent dips last week.
Well, you have to look at what segment they're playing in. This is the icon vehicle for NIO in the sedan category. They've already established that they are a premium SUV company with the ES8, ES6, and they're selling at a rate higher than their peer group in China for that particular segment. Now they're moving to the sedan segment, to the premium car segment. This vehicle is actually not positioned against the Model 3. It's positioned against the Model S, which is an imported model. Obviously, the pricing that was announced on NIO Day is actually competitive, quite competitive with the Model S at that content level. So it's a statement of aspiration. It's a statement of where they hope to position their brand. And among the Chinese companies, they are establishing that they are the premium EV company.
It sure sounds like it, Bill. They've also have offer self-driving solution as a subscription, I understand. They've also come up with a bigger volume battery pack as well to improve the driving range. Do you think that Tesla's could lose its first mover advantage here in China?
No, I think they're in different lanes. First of all, I think a lot of what NIO announced is aspirational, but they don't control all of the supply chain. When you say the solid state battery with 150 kilowatt hour capacity, that's an aspiration. They're saying they're adopting when it's available, which means that you can upgrade. I think that's the innovation that I think is coming with the NIO ET7, is that you can upgrade to the available technology when it's available. A car, you can get it sooner, but later on you can add the new extended range battery to the car. So I think the business model is what's innovative here. I think we often get caught up in the specs, but not all of these specs are going to be available on day one. The autonomous driving feature, for example, is going to have to take time to develop. And again, they're relying on third-party solutions for both LiDAR technology as well as the autonomous driving chipsets, as you point out.
Oh, yes, indeed. And coming to that, Bill, good morning. Can we joining in this conversation? The fact that NIO uses NVIDIA's semiconductor chips, do you think that makes it vulnerable to rising U.S.-China tensions, disruptions, and sanctions cross-border?
I think NVIDIA chips are widely used globally. I don't think you're going to find that there's going to be any ability to withhold an individual company in China from accessing chips that are available to technology companies all over the world. So I think that's a bit over exaggerated as a risk. Of course, there are certain risks that need to be monitored, but I think chip technology that's widely available and widely used is probably not the one that I'd be worried about.
My last video, I gave my prediction of $200, but this video, I'll provide my new price prediction and analysis because of recent updates in regards to Biden's new policies and whether or not we'll realistically see NIO in the US soon. Look, NIO investors argue that every day is NIO Day.
Welcome to NIO Day.
And after actual NIO Day happened in early January, it's all everyone can talk about. On that day, NIO presented some exciting new developments, from a longer-range battery to a production version of its new ET7 electric luxury sedan. They announced autonomous driving sensors, an all-glass roof, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds, and a claimed range of 620 miles. The sticker price? $69,000 and change. Wanna buy one? Well, not in America, yet. NIO's focus for the time being is domestic in China and eventually Europe in the near future. NIO stock has jumped by more than 1,400% year over year. Joe Biden has already sent clear signals on the trajectory of his transportation and energy policies. Killing the Keystone Pipeline and freezing new drilling on federal lands sent 2 more body blows to the petroleum industry. Rejoining the Paris Accord and naming John Kerry as climate czar and Pete Buttigieg as transportation secretary all signal a greener direction. In other words, if you are looking to make some big profits these next 4 years and in the near future, EV stocks are the way to go. Whether you agree with Biden's policies or not, if there's one thing we can all agree on, making some money off these stocks is one. EV stocks as a whole and related green energy investments will flourish in 2021. But here's where the big news comes in: Biden's trading stance with China. Biden's Secretary of State Anthony Blinken confirmed that Biden's approach with China will hit some reset buttons. To me, this means de-escalating the US-China trade war. For NIO stock buyers and holders, that's a huge plus. By opening up their markets to EV imports, China and the US could both benefit. It's too soon to know when and if NIO will enter the US market. I sure hope so. NIO's cars are beautiful, sleek, and definitely give Tesla a run for its money. And it doesn't hurt that it has a skyrocketing market capitalization, currently $85 billion. NIO is worth more than either Ford Motor at $45.9 billion or General Motors at $75.3 billion. But NIO's sales numbers are small. Even with a 352% increase in January 2021 deliveries year over year, the company only sold 7,225 cars last month. But here's the thing, I'm super bullish about NIO, and I think everyone should get on the NIO train. NIO stock has a lot riding on the future of EVs. Last week, we saw a hefty dip for NIO, around $54 and $55, when it had peaked Tuesday at above $60. But you'd be crazy to sell off NIO shares now, even during this rough patch. A lot of people want to know what's happening. I think this recent stock performance is the calm before the storm. The coming storm, of course, being huge gains for NIO. And for the biggest insider news here that no one's talking about, here it is, guys. While browsing LinkedIn the other day, I couldn't help but notice a job posting in San Jose. And that job posting was for a senior engineer position for NIO in the United States. In fact, there was a long list of available jobs available in San Jose for NIO. I think this means that NIO is opening operations here in America. This isn't confirmed. This is just some of my own research. NIO is set to report fourth quarter and full year 2020 financial results on Monday, March 1st, 2021. So be on the lookout. As the EV battle heats up, China's NIO is definitely expanding operations to fend off Tesla on home turf. NIO CEO William Li aims to increase EV production capacity to 150,000 units in 2021. He's looking to double that in the long term, or nearly 3 times current capacity, according to Deutsche Bank. I'm not the only one who's bullish. Analysts are bullish about both China EV sales and global EV sales, adding further lift to NIO stock. In 2021, EV sales are expected to rise more than 30% to 1.8 million units in China. Globally, EV sales are expected to rise 70% in 2021. In 2020, NIO launched a subscription plan for batteries. Basically, the car and the battery are sold separately. Users can buy NIO EVs without batteries for a lower price and rent batteries for a monthly fee. They also have option to swap car batteries depending on their needs. But let's talk risk. Analysts are very bullish about NIO, but NIO was bailed out by the Chinese government not even a year ago. They sold just 43,728 vehicles in 2020, burned $7.5 billion since inception, and will keep burning much more cash over the coming years. NIO probably won't be profitable in the immediate future, and that's a risk you have to be okay with. What am I going to do? I hold a hefty amount of NIO shares, and I think this stock will make us really wealthy if you're willing to hold out for the long term. I do see, after a fourth quarter report, pending that it goes well, NIO soaring to $70 in the short term. And if the rumors are true, and if my LinkedIn search means NIO is going to start operations in the US for real, there's no limit this stock can have. I see NIO hitting $200 per share in the midterm. Do not let this dip scare you. Get in while you can, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Scarlett from Miss Money.